Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS. Salutations to you brothers who's pushing this truth. You hopefully elect four corners of the earth, on the highways and byways, right? Salutation to blessing, salutation to the hopefully elect, and blessing to you and your families, for you sincere sisters that are listening, pushing in the truth, right? We want to go into a little lesson or talk on praying not for these people, because as the time is coming down, it says in second Esdras also, that's 9, to measure the time diligently, because we basically, the GMS Guyana, we base over in Guyana, and for watching the things, the uproar and so going on within this land, throughout the earth, people are not taking focus, right? The way how they're doing the roads, one thing that they creating the roads in such a way where it's blocked off that you have no choice, especially in the town area, you have no choice but to go down that road, right? Destruction of the place so much in a way that they could have control over the population where there be traffic, and stuff like that, right? Even into the hometowns, in certain areas, how they're doing the road, there's all these crafty council.
Set up a siege,
Yeah, and the people, typical Jake, the 2/3, and these heathen, they're saying, yeah, it's a good thing, right? But they know not that these people it was to come. For instance, look at Brickdam police station, right? Just last week we had the whole station burned right down to the ground. They blame, which is 80% of the station is burnt right down. They claim that it was a thief had done it. So someone that incarcerated, they had locked up, right? They claim that the guy done it. They're trying to put the blame on him. But recent, all these stations over here and this end too, they're breaking them down and rebuilding them stronger. All that wooden station, they're making them concrete. In the cells, they're making them solid cast, right? But then again, not to speak too much and let the scripture come out, because people not taking note and seeing these things, seeing what how they're preparing. The wicked is preparing to make his move.
This is Jeremiah 7:16. It says, therefore pray not for this people, neither lift up cry for prayer for them, neither make intercession to them, for I will not hear thee.
Yeah, so even down to the prophets, like it even says in I think that was Joshua. Correct me if I'm wrong. When it said, if the Lord had not saved you, right, or not helped thee, how can I? You understand? Because at the end of the day, all this is by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Just the grace, mercy we under, in this faith, right? And these people remember the cause of the Lord. They said, let his blood be upon us and our children. That's what they said. Right? So hell is about to, hell is already here upon this place.
Oppression.
Yeah, Jake is oppressed, because I remember just yesterday I was heading to work with, one of the brothers, Isaiah. And it had this one girl, she walking on the road like in a daze. You gotta either be that, she's so depressed that she in that daze, or it is that the vaccine kicking in. The job. Right? Good. Yeah.
He said Jeremiah 7:16, therefore pray not for this people, neither lift up or cry, nor pray for them, neither make intercession to them, for I will not hear thee. Alright, because all people, alright, they're going to take this MOTB or the job, right? They're taking the job, and now they're looking for you. Feel sorry for them. They're looking for you for pray for them. Some of them even trusting in the idol and saying, you know what, hey man, God can help me, man. God can see me through. I just got to take this thing because I want to continue to get a little walk and feed my family. You know, and they come in and asking for intercession, but why would you pray for them? They openly saying that they don't want the Lord. Right?
You know, and they still calling upon this Jesus Christ.
Right.
Right? This is why in the Isaiah, right, if we could get it after the precept, it says, you know, let now the astrologers, the prognosticators, and the monthly, you know, let they come and save them. Because they're giving the heart and soul, they're giving the strength all over into these idols, into these beliefs, into these vain commandments of men. Vain. Right? So even us, they being against the Most High, right? It says in Isaiah 8 and 20, if not to speak according to this word, you know, there is no light in them. So these people, they give up on Yahweh Bashim Yashai. In Isaiah also, it says, I think it's 59, is the Lord heavy, ears heavy that he cannot hear, or his arms short that he cannot save? But iniquity has separated you from your power. Right? So these people had sealed their deal. I mean, these are including our family members, you know, our so-called loved ones, the siblings that we grew up with. But even Yahushua had a hard time with them. He said a prophet is without honor, saving his own household. Is with honor, but saving his own household and his own country, his own city.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 47 and verse 30. It says, thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsel. Let not the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee for these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, because look, the job is out. And these people, these men, these so-called leaders are advising people to go and take the job. Whether to come to the church, you know, because they could, you know, the tithes could continue rolling. You know, we understand that they under the C1 tree. The code of you know, the under the government, you know, the church, the 501c3 can, right? They preaching under government instruction. They can't preach certain parts of the word. They can't bring out certain topic. They can't give the people warning or speak anything against the people. You know, anything going against the government, they label as propaganda. Right?
You say, thou art weary in thy multitude of thy counsel. Let not your astrologers, the stargazers, the prognosticators stand up and save thee for these things that shall come upon thee. Hey, you know that the so-called Christian church is supposed to be like basically want to foretell certain futures. But guess what? The Spirit of the Lord is not with them. Right? Because if the Spirit of the Lord was with them, they wouldn't have been telling the people to take the job. And I'm referring to the jakes them that are basically saying these Christians. Alright? Now, a lot of these Christian pastors, what they do, when they sign up for the 501c3 charter, they get paid from the government on the site to keep certain information hidden. So now you find them telling the congregation that they got to take the job. And that, you know, they even making necklaces and all these kind of things to promote taking the job. You know, I'm jobbed. You know, and
t-shirts and them.
Yeah. You know, and there's the foolishness of our people, because you're seeing that death is in the air, man. The pale horse is riding right now. Yeah. And those are the spirit created for vengeance.
A vax against the unvax.
Right.
Right?
You know? Second address.
Yeah, God.
Second address. 16. The second address.
We could read up.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
From 18 or 19.
Alright, start from second address 16 and 18. It says, the beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death.
Yeah, this is the beginning. This is the time we in. Because they're heading down to the MOTB, right? Which is the mark of the beast, you know.
Yeah.
And heading down there, you know, Jake Jake is being heavily suppressed, which would bring in also Jacob trouble.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Another thing with the pushing is that digital currency. Now, how more clear more than that you want it? All right, that the Maxine basically, which will lead to the MOTB. All right, they telling you that they already made a C19 MOTB to actually to show if you got the CV. It's basically what it's saying.
Okay.
All right, these people is you know, they all about being wicked. They all about being wicked. They all about being wicked.
Yeah, can. Right, this is basically going on within these streets. Right? So,
yeah, kinda. As you can see, they got the, you know, the boys in the blue shirt, you know, certain areas, you know.
Yeah, the teeth.
Right.
The forces.
You know, which eventually gonna be more stiff because now you can basically get checkpoints, and if you don't got the MOTB, alright, you're not gonna be able to have access to move. You don't want detaining.
This is how this place is gonna be. You know?
Yeah.
You read back on 18 now?
Yeah, 2nd Ezra 16 and 18, it says the beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Right. What shall do when these evils shall come? Right? We start now. Don't wait for the evils come. You know, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is there for us. He will be that that shield and that rock.
That's right.
You know?
You know,
Psalms is 120. Psalms 121. Right? So, you know, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is important because we can't make this out our own. Because every corner of the earth is going to be tight. Ain't going to be no loophole or nothing like that. Right?
Yeah.
For, you know, for some of you who always finding loophole, you know, to cheat the system, right? Esau is gonna corner every way. Yeah.
It says, verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Yeah, that's the Lord putting these heavy destruction upon 2/3 of our people. Hey, when it's the time right now when the doors of repentance is open, a lot of our people prefer to go and take that job than to basically return to the Lord. You see, and that's blatantly being disrespectful, because this is the ultimate test that the Lord has set up to say, choose ye now who you may serve. Here is life and death. The Lord is giving you life by the word, by his word, through his prophet, all right, through his son Yahushai. All right, but yet our people 2/3 before death. You know.
Yeah.
Verse 20 of 2nd Ezra 16. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness.
You see, they shall not turn from the wickedness. That's why, you know, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Jeremiah told Jeremiah, you know, not to pray for these people.
Right.
And not only just Jeremiah coming down, there are all the prophets.
Even Yahushai said it.
Yeah.
It's in John 17. I pray not for them.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's basically the elect is who is important, you know, bring back the kingdom. Right? They're the ones who are going to lift up the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Right. This is the sincere men, women, and children. You know, that desire for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai deliverance.
The men with that mark.
Right? Yeah. That work.
Yeah. Because, with that mark, not the mark of the beast, but the mark of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right. That's 7. Not no 6.
That's
6,
right.
6.
And there's mercy, you know, exempt from judgment.
Yep.
All right, and that's what you ought to be looking for. You see, this place has taught people to fear the so-called white man, or fear the devil. All right, rather than fear the Lord. But guess what? The Lord, you know, the Lord is gonna clean up this place. He's gonna clean it up and put fear in the earth again. You know, people, just like in the time of Exodus, where the Lord repetition began to show. All right, with his name is the same thing the Lord gonna do. And this time he gonna make his name of repetition, great repetition. All right, that even when the elect see it, the elect gonna glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Can you forget in Isaiah 11:11?
All right, this is Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant.
The second time to recover the remnant.
Right.
Right? Because when was the first time? Like I mentioned, you know, back in Egypt. Right?
Right. It says Isaiah 11:11, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Patros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and
all
from
these
Hamath.
nations that had on, because you see over here in Guyana, the Elam nation in ruling, right? They and the Moabites, right? All the other nations around the world that had Jake under, oppression, tight oppression. They helping Esau, knowing Esau is the spearhead, right?
It says from the islands of the sea. Another reason also, as I mentioned, these nations had us on the captivity, but nevertheless, Israel, all right, is among these nations. That's why they're the Gentiles, right? The Israelite foreigners, because our forefathers, we went into heathen women. We brought forth sons and daughters. The males which carry the lineage. So imagine their sons continuing on to this day. All right, on to this day, very same day as we speak at this moment. All right, they cheering and they taking more heathen women. They gonna look like heathens. That's why the scripture tells you in Romans 8:16 that the Spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Yeah.
All right, and that's why also that Esau pushing this thing in the four corners of the earth, because Jake is in all these countries, and also he wants to also destroy these other nations, but specifically he wants to destroy Jake's. All right.
Because like it says in Psalms 83, for all the Confederates, they take crafty counsel, right, and it label them, to take the hidden ones of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. These people ain't gonna show us no mercy. They already out the way of the setting up these system, is gonna brutally punish the poor. Now we know who the poor is.
Israelites.
Yeah.
Going on to verse 12, it says, Isaiah 11:12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nation, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Hey, that outcast, going back to what? Our Israelite foreigners. Right?
Because these people, we have been, apart from being out on the highways and byways, we've been out there, when the Most High had awakened us at a point in time, we want, family members, and these people are very aware of us being anti,
Maxine.
not only Maxine, anti-lies.
Right.
We men of the truth. Right?
That's right.
Now these people are for this system.
I seen some Jake women taking the children to these schools, man, and they making
offering them up.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice to the wicked. And see some of them, even cursing down the road, because they vexed because somehow they might get some misinformation with the school teacher, because somehow she didn't put something in the chat concerning that they ain't supposed to come today. They're desirous to get on with their life, and that's what wickedness. You see, these women, although they're seeing that their children taking these jobs and dying, they're still offering them up. They ain't care. They ain't care, because they in counsel with the serpent. You know, they're being comforted by the serpent. Now that's why the Lord is doing a separation among these women and selecting, you know, the elect woman from out of 2/3 of out of the whole of Israel. He's selecting the election of the women for the elect men to continue. Alright? Because he gonna kill 2/3 of our people on this side. And bring them through the lines of the elect men in the kingdom. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get? Alright. So, you know, basically, you know, praying out for these people, you know, we gotta prepare ourselves. Right? Brothers who worried about you know, so-called family members and so on.
Right.
You know, you gotta stick more and more on the shoot because, hey, I tell you, we could only mention it because we as men, the Lord, are part of this faith, right? We do bear the patience, meaning we do get the experience also, right? Of these things. That's why, you know, we put the warn. So when Yahweh tell Peter, you understand, Satan, the devil has seek save thee, but I have pray for thee. When they overcome, strengthen thy brethren.
That's right.
Right? So as much as we feel, we learn as well and we teach. Right? Because only, you know, the men of the Lord will bring out these things and I hide them. Because in you know, Habakkuk, it says, make the vision plain upon the tables.
Right.
Right? So we making these things plain because we live in these precepts. Right? These people ain't gonna hear, these people not gonna, you know, so don't weary yourself. You know, with that, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. No double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS. Salutations to you, hopefully elect you, brother, that pushing this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Nabat Babal.